Hi everybody, how you doing? This is part 2 of the problems you've been doing for your test. I've kept it up on the board, so if at any point you want to take any of the notes down, you can, in terms of the graphs. So, the first part we did mainly systems of equations. So then we get into systems of inequalities, where we've got multiple inequalities. And to solve them by graphing, you're going to plot both of the inequalities onto the axis and then shade which side are the solutions for each, and where they cross over will be your answer. Y is less than 2x minus 3. So it's in slope-intercept form. So we go down to -3, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, etc., etc. There is our line. It's a dotted line because this is less than. And then we have to decide which side do we shade. So we do our test point, 0, 0. Then we plug in 0 for x and 0 for y and see if it's a true statement. If it's a true statement, then 0, 0 is a solution. Okay, so we do 0, and then we get 0 is less than -3. We ask ourselves, is 0 less than -3? And the answer is no. It's not a solution because that statement is not true. So it can't be 0, 0, the origin cannot be part of the solution set. So we are on that side. The other one that I graphed in black, y is greater than or equal to 4. So we go up on the y-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a solid line because it's greater than or equal to, and it's greater than, so it's everything above this. We don't have to do the 0, 0 point. So this line, it's everything above here. With the purple dotted line on this inequality, it's here. And this is the part where both of them are shaded. There's going to be 4 quadrants or 4 sections to an answer because there's 2 lines crossing. So here's a section, here's a section, here's a section, here's a section. 2 of the sections will only have 1 shading. 1 of the sections will have no shading, and that section's opposite angle, opposite section will have fully shaded, and that's our solution set. Okay, so there's number 6 and how to do number 6. Number 7 deals with linear programming. It gets into some applications of linear inequalities. And if I give you, or if you're given 3 linear inequalities, and then you're given a function, your job is to say which, or the question will probably say what vertices, what coordinates will give you the maximum value for this function. So what you have to do is graph all 3 of these. Y is less than 5. Now, I've done these with dotted lines because they're going to show up easier for you. So they should all be shaded in. But I've done it for the purpose of this assignment. I've done it with dotted. Y is less than or equal to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's everything less than 5. It's going to be everything below here. X is less than or equal to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything less than 4 for the x. Y is greater than or equal to -x. I made a little table that you could substitute some values in, and I put some values in, I plotted them. Here is y is greater than or equal to negative x. Here's the line. Now the part that's going to be shaded is going to be this entire section within that triangle. Now, you then need to find these points of the vertices of this. All right, so identify the coordinates of the vertices if it's a triangle. If this created a square or a rectangle or a quadrilateral somehow, then you would have 4 coordinate points, okay? So there's, these are the points, and then here they are. And then I'm substituting in for the function, for the xy. And here are the 3 results of what you're going to get. Which one gives you the maximum value? That would be this one. Okay? For 28. And then your minimum, if they ask for a minimum value, would be right there. So there's number 7. And those are a couple, those two involve graphing of linear inequalities. Number 8, I went back to parallel and perpendicular lines. I asked what was the slope of a line parallel to this. And parallel lines have the same slope. Back in the first video, we talked about the conditions of parallel lines. Same slope, different y-intercept. So same slope would mean still -5. Something to learn about perpendicular lines, if you don't remember, it's the negative reciprocal. The negative reciprocal is the perpendicular slope. So what's the reciprocal of 5? 1/5. And then what's the negative of negative? It's positive. So we'll change the negative to positive, find the reciprocal of 5. And then that would be the slope of that perpendicular line. Okay? So there's that one. I'm going to move the camera a little bit for the next problem. Okay, this was not given to you in the practice session, but you're going to see problems like this on your tests, on your midterms, and your final. So you need to be able to solve a system with this. This one's pretty easy. You should be pretty good at this. Let's go over it though. Hardcover books sell for $4 each. Paperbacks are $2 each. If Biggie buys $26 for 8 books, how many hardcovers did he buy? So we have to make 2 equations from this. Ultimately, we're trying to find how many of each. Well, it was $4 for the however many hardcovers, plus $2 for however many paperbacks, and it totaled $26. In total, there were 8 books bought. So hardcovers plus paperbacks will equal 8. So now that you have this system, you can go back and solve it however you think is the best. You can use matrices and do RREF on the calculator. You could isolate H and then substitute back in. You could do an elimination situation, however you want. Ultimately, you will see that H equals 5. Okay? Good luck studying.